This is the Neon Tarantino, the director, Derek Dillinger.
And Katie Arquette, the leading lady of the production.
And we're live. No second takes, no reshoots.
And you're watching the Main Event Wrestling Network.
Cut.
What is going on, everyone? You're watching the Main Event Wrestling Network Main Event Mixer, episode 49. And of course, I can't come alone. I am Mr. OTM, Kyle Gagliardi. And to my left, maybe to your right, I don't know, it's all inversed over here. We got Elder Sam from Sam's on Wrestling. My friend, good morning, or I should say good afternoon to you. How are you doing?
Good evening. Oh, damn, I'm going to need a second take. Sorry. I'm not used to this live crap that we do. How you doing, guys? How are we?
Oh, doing fantastic, man. It's good to see you. We got to see you and Jay Gold talk about Backlash earlier this week. So look at you, expanding the Sam's universe, if you will.
Well, at some point, I have to start usurping everybody else and just slowly just popping up going, me? Is it time for me? Yes, it is time for me. You need some British sensibility, I feel. There's too much USA chance. There's too much gun-ho. You know,
You're right.
I am easing you in to clash into Italy. That's what it is. I'm easing you into some European sensibility.
Hey, I respect that. I appreciate that. Thank you for joining us once again. We got Jay Gold in the chat. He said, at Backlash. At Backlash. I will have that going all day long, so get ready for Danhausen. But get ready for Tino, because Tino's here as well. What's going on, man?
How are you doing today? Appreciate you having me on another mixer.
Where's the excitement levels going into Backlash tonight?
I'm hoping it's going to be a good show, but I don't have any expectations for this one. I think we were just doing the WrestleMania mixer like last weekend, so here we are again.
Is Jay Gold asking if I'm in the Bahamas? No, this just so happens to be my parents' bedroom because I'm dog sitting for the entire week, so it's a different setup, as you can see, but same setup from my friend Mike below me. Paperclip Mike, what's going on, man? How you doing?
No, you see, I have a new friend back here.
Oh, what you got?
Oh.
I was going to say, it's kind of hard for me to see. We're pulling
It's
the
the
front
character.
What's that character from again?
From Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph. I didn't know you were a Wreck-It Ralph guy.
I've been deep cleaning my house, and I got that when I used to work at I worked at McDonald's when the second Wreck-It Ralph came out.
Okay.
And they were just going to throw that away, and I'm just like, you didn't even display it. So here's me grabbing this and Wreck-It Ralph out of the dumpster. That's going to be there eventually once I get.
Sounds like AEW reaching in to picking up WWE's released people.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, here we go.
Don't get me started on that. If y'all read the freaking BWO's predictions, I got a little.
Oh my god.
I'll keep most of that there, but I had some hot takes about tonight.
You did. So check that out on our socials at mainevent_net. We got a bunch of other Backlash content getting you ready for tonight. And we're going to keep it real over here, guys. Now, listen, there is a lot of other pro wrestling content that you could be checking out. But we like to think that we do things a little bit differently around here at the Main Event Wrestling Network. Now, everybody might not be your cup of tea, but the reason we do these mixers is so you could see what all we have to offer, because the Sams, they're doing strictly YouTube content. They don't do live shows like some of us, like me, like the Junkies, and like other shows. But Tino, he's live every day. Mike's blogging, and he's video gaming, Twitch streaming. So you literally can see everything here at the Main Event Wrestling Network. And Sam is literally across the other side of the world.
So he knows.
I am. If you want to come and see me, you will have to get wet.
Ooh.
Which I also put on my Tinder bio a long time ago.
I was going to say.
And if anybody knows anything about tea, it's Sam.
This is true.
Only when I'm ill. I only have tea when I'm ill.
Here, I gotta show this one too. I made this one with AI, and Jay Gold hates this one.
At Backlash.
That's awesome.
It's not that great. I like Danhausen's a little bit better, but if he's going to keep spamming it, I'm going to keep spamming the video too. So while you guys are here, though, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because we're on the road to 400 subscribers. I think we sit at 341 right now. And boys, literally 2 weeks from this moment right here, we will be live for our second marathon, 24-hour stream, all pro wrestling content. That is Memorial Day weekend. I can't wait for that. Sam, I don't think we're going to be able to see you, unfortunately, because of the time difference, correct?
Time difference isn't the problem. My mother decided to be born, and her birthday
How dare her!
just so happens to be the same time every single year. Unfortunately, I will be celebrating my mother's birth from
The
72 years ago.
audacity.
Yeah,
So
know,
I apologize in advance. But I will point out, it's so annoying, my mother's birthday, because that's a bank holiday weekend for us, which we very much like in this country because that means drinking. And it pretty much is when every single exam at university finished. So obviously, when you finish a university exam, what's the first thing you want to do? You just want to get absolutely wrecked. And I literally had to go home instead of get wrecked because my mum was like, "No, it's birthday time. Come to my birthday." So every single time there's something interesting on, my mother seems to get in the way.
Hey, fair enough. But speaking of mothers, it is Mother's Day weekend out here, so
Not
shout out
here.
to all the mothers. Yeah, I know. Over here in the States. Shout out to all the mothers. We appreciate you. Especially shout out to my mom, who I'm literally in her bedroom right now. Thank you for letting me have a roof over my head. I appreciate it. But yeah, guys, I think we should
Shout out
just
to
get
the moms.
into it. We got 5 matches to talk about. John Cena's got a segment. And I warned people that John Cena's probably just going to bring up Club WWE. So let's just jump right into that because that's not even a match. John Cena, this man retired last year to Gunther, and he's been on the last 2 PLEs. We had him at WrestleMania as the host. Here he is at Backlash. And Tino, apparently he has something big to announce. What are your expectations for this? Should we be expecting anything big, or what's your overall thoughts?
It's going to be Club WWE. I mean, maybe something of WrestleMania stature, but I doubt it. I feel like he's just going to announce the price or when it's going to come out. I did sign up for the pre-sale, so I'm interested if that does or whatever the thing is. So I'm interested if that helps in any way. But yeah, and I've said it too. I feel like we've seen him a lot more since he retired than we actually did when he was here. Obviously, he was competing and everything, but he's been in the last 2 shows, and it's obviously because of the ticket sales and the views and this and that, and now everything going on with the content creator strikes. It's like people are so pissed off. They're trying anything they can do to get people to show up, and John Cena will do that. So I'm just worried about the price because I know we were talking about it in the group chat. I feel like $44 to $99 is pretty around what we're going to have to do, and I don't know how many people are going to put that out there for getting exclusive content that they say that we're getting. So
I'll tell you right now, none of us here at the network, besides maybe Jay Gold's old ass, is spending money on Club WWE. There's just no way they're getting more of our money, right, Mike? Like, the fact that Cena's getting involved this much is crazy. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't blame Cena for this. Cena has been a company man since day one. He said he'll do whatever they ask him to do. I don't think he's obviously not wrestling. The segment he did at WrestleMania was honestly one of the best things the entire 2 days. And it wasn't even him. Yeah, and it wasn't even him. He was just there for it. Yeah, it's Club WWE, because they're going to use Cena to soften the blow that TKO has. And they've just came out and straight up said, yeah, TKO's basically in charge of WWE. WWE has no say what TKO is. They're using him so they can soften the blow with the prices. They try to do it with the Pat McAfee, which, don't get me wrong, anybody that knows me knows I am a massive Pat McAfee fan. Like, for a long time. I watch his show when I can. He's like, I'm leaving now because this was so bad. I'm leaving. Like, and a lot of it was because his agents and stuff work at TKO or a big in the board or whatever, and it's gonna be worse. I honestly think Club WWE is gonna be a tout level disaster.
It seems like that's something it's for clout. I guess you could say, like, flexing that you get all this access to things, even though it's probably not even worth it at the end of the day. Is there any other option, Sam, than it being some Club WWE bullshit? Do you think they could really announce something big like a WrestleMania, maybe in London?
I mean, the first thing I think has to be mentioned is John Cena since April 18th has appeared more on WWE TV than CM Punk, Randy Orton, Ilya Dragunov, and Carmelo Hayes combined. Just throwing that out there. I think it's 3-all when he appears at Backlash. It's 3-all between all that lot. And that's because Randy came up twice. Punk came up twice on SmackDown. That's it. I think if it's not WWE Club, and I think that would be such a huge let down, but let's be honest, that's what WWE are trying to do desperately in every segment.
That's what
they
we
at the
do,
moment.
as Triple H would say.
I think I can do another segment that can ruin everyone's fan base. I think I can make everyone unhappy. It could be WrestleMania 44 announcements. They started doing these way in advance now.
They do.
It won't be in London. All the rumors and circulations are Nashville, from the sounds of it.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I think that would be really, really weird to walk out in front of Tampa and go, "Hey, there's a WrestleMania somewhere else." I
Get excited.
Really strange. Hey, this doesn't have anything to do with you. Here's somewhere else that's more important than you. Do you remember how you might get Backlash? If this is a WWE club, which I still don't really know what it is, I don't really care. Me and Jay Gold talk about the idea that anything that's got the word club in it is a bit crap.
Dude, they were like flaunting the WWE club stuff at WWE World for WrestleMania, and I still can't tell you what WWE club is. It was everywhere, but I don't know what it means. I just feel like you're just
Sounds like somewhere
sacrificing
where
a kidney.
you go and get badges.
You guys see that promotion?
I've done a top
video that
rope
they did?
move. I get a badge. Is that what it is? I started a fire and then I brought Kane. I get a badge. Is that how it works? I don't know what the point of this crappy thing is. I'm not interested in it. Balor Club didn't work, so let's just try WWE Club as well.
What about the Burger King Kids Club? That was a thing when I was a kid.
I don't even think I remember that.
Yeah, you also got to remember this right here. This is.
I don't know what hair is.
They
Yeah,
did have that
obviously.
promotion
One, this
video
is what
with-
hair is. Two, it's gray.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Would I rather be gray or bald? I really.
How about
don't.
Ginger?
Gray,
I don't think I would. I like the bald.
because
look.
if you're so afraid of being bald, not afraid of being bald, why are you hiding it right now?
Oh, I had it on the last interview that I just did on Thursday with the Leo brothers, and they brought up my bald head like 3 times.
Okay, well, I mean, it's your website. I don't know why you're afraid.
Hey, it's
It's just in case the light blocks the camera in reflection.
Oh, there it is. Yep, there. Oh, dear God.
Yeah, bald,
Bald.
bald. Where's that sound drop, Tina? Oh wait, this is an OTM. I have it on the OTM.
Yeah, we're
Tina,
gonna see. We're gonna have a OTM in Turkey eventually.
You might. You never know. Tina, what were you getting at? You were talking about some breaking news.
Well, no, there was a promotion video that they had, and I don't know if any of you guys saw it, but they like started listening out. They were like, you get exclusive ticket, you get tickets early, you get free merchandise, you get all this like stuff. And that's the thing where it's like the price with it. It's like, are they just sending that to us? Do we have to get other stuff?
Like, is it a monthly fee?
Yeah, and like how much exclusive, like if hypothetically there's a show in Chicago, Indiana, or Wisconsin or whatever, then we want to go, how early do we actually get tickets compared to pre-sale? And that's my thing.
Good
it's
question.
like we're gonna pay for that just to get early and then have to pay more money to go to the show, and it just that was all. But I did see something like that where they were like, listen up, it was like early access to this, free merchandise, only Club WWE collectibles and all of that. So
Yeah,
I just wanted to mention that.
I don't know the ins and outs, but you're right. I did see something about that. But like, what's the point of being a part of Club WWE when you could just do what I've been doing the last couple big shows? Wait until the very last second when they're dirt cheap the day before, and you can go for $100. You never want to buy these
That's
WWE.
depressing that's dirt cheap.
I mean, it is for the WWE.
Just to make it clear, I am going to All In for the 3rd time in 3 years, which is at Wembley, which is the biggest stadium in England and bigger than most of the stadiums in America. And I still haven't spent what would be $100 on the 3 shows combined.
Well, isn't it just so nice to live over there and not in
You
the
see
United
that? How
States?
much do you guys pay just to watch WWE on TV?
0.
A lot.
If you were meant to watch it.
I'm paying $85 for YouTube TV and $30 for ESPN. So yeah, over $100.
Zero.
£5.
I had. Oh. Ooh.
£5 to watch
£5.
Raw, SmackDown, pay-per-views, and NXT. £5.
What is that? What does that come out to in American money?
What's that come out in freedom
$8,
units?
$7.
Oh yeah, that's nothing.
Well,
Jay Gold saw the
moving
Queen
to
live
the
at Wembley.
UK. Steve, you better have a room for me at CW.
Great Brown Hope said that Jay Gold saw Queen live at Wembley in the 70s. That's how old he is. And,
That
we got-
stadium doesn't even exist anymore.
That's hilarious. Austin has asked, who do you think will be Danhausen's mystery partner against The Miz and Kit Wilson? Well, it's funny you ask, because I think that's the first matchup we are going to dive into. And I think we all can assume that Danhausen and whoever decides to join this man is probably going to pick up the victory. But I want to know, who do you believe is the mystery partner? So, Sam, let's start with you here. And obviously, you're going with Danhausen to get the victory, right?
Yeah. I did have a prediction that I made before SmackDown. Me and Jay Gold on the Sam's on Wrestling YouTube channel did our predictions because Baby Sam cowered out of doing a prediction after being 460 days a losing streak. And Jay Gold went with CM Punk. And I think after SmackDown, I think we can probably rule out that it's going to be a main event hitter. I think I went with it was going to be either a joke person or an elevation. So I thought it might be Royce Keys, but I think we can probably rule him out now as well. He's now doing MFT stuff, and I think it's going to be more joke. I hope first of all they have someone come out. Let's make that clear. It terrifies me that they won't have anyone. The person who I would pick, and I think would be the most funny, and I would have this person in complete Danhausen makeup and everything, would be Omos, because I think that would be amazing. Jay Gold made the great point that we're saying, like he made the point that obviously at WrestleMania he had all the little people, and the idea that you could have little people turn up and then it's Omos turns up in the makeup. I think it would be the best thing you could possibly do. You know the man's funny. Have you ever seen him in interviews? He's funny. He's full of charisma. He would actually have fun with that. We all know that Vince McMahon liked to turn his giants into jokes eventually. Triple H is copying the Vince playbook nowadays by booking crap shows. Let's just have Danhausen be Omos.
No, that would be a lot of fun. And Austin's going with CM Punk or maybe John Cena. I hope it's not John Cena. Stay retired, brother. We don't need to see you get involved. And Great Brown Hope did pick Omos in the BWO predictions blog as well. So Sam and GBH on the same page here. Tino, what about you? What do you think for this one?
I mean, I have a few people that I think. I mean, I feel like CM Punk would make the most sense because the history him and Danhausen have, the Pepsi Punk and all that. And I feel like whoever does come out is going to probably dress up in the Danhausen attire. And Omos would be hysterical. I didn't even think about that. It's like you put all the little people together and they just build Omos. Ta-da! So,
they build Omos.
I mean, we've heard the rumors, and I'm just gonna go with what we've heard. I feel like it's gonna be freaking Jelly Roll. So
Jellyhausen.
So I don't want to get too excited for it, but I mean, the way WWE's going, I mean, we had a gingerbread man main event SmackDown last night.
R.I.P.
So, I mean, yeah, R.I.P. Well, not really, because the little, came back to life. So.
That is true.
Yeah, I'm going to say Jelly Roll probably, but Danhausen and Jelly Roll will win this match, and that's how it is. But, I mean, I don't know. I think the stuff that Danhausen is doing is great, but it just doesn't make sense to me on what we're doing with this tag team match, just to have them go out there and continue with Miz and Kit, and I don't know.
Well, it feels like this match was probably penciled in for WrestleMania, if I were to assume.
Let's be honest, Backlash is WrestleMania leftovers. Let's be honest here. Stephen Braun was probably meant to be there. Io and Asuka was probably meant to be there. This is just Mania leftovers. There's two, and then you've got one that was from WrestleMania that no one cares about. We've got one fresh matchup in reality that's been set up since WrestleMania finished. This is the turkey sandwich of Thanksgiving. That's what this is. That's all this is.
I like a good turkey sandwich.
They started building the Clash last night, so it's like they think they're already overlooking Backlash, or it's like they really didn't seem to care too much.
That's what most of Raw and SmackDown has been. It's been the build to Clash, to be fair. Most of the feuds are Clash feuds.
And they still have Saturday night's main event in Fort Wayne, Indiana this month, too.
There's care about Indiana.
Hey, come on. How many shots you going to take at me today? Good Lord.
It's only been 19 minutes.
Mike, I got to hear your thoughts on Danhausen and how they've been utilizing him so far.
I like him. I've been a Danhausen fan for years. I actually like all three of the guys that are announced for this match.
True.
I was a fan of The Miz. This was a long time ago. When Miz and Morrison broke up the first time, I said Miz is going to be the dude. So I've been on the Miz train for a long time. I like how they redid Kit Wilson. Because Pretty Deadly had to grow on me. I didn't like him at first. They grew on me. And I loved him right before they got off. Right before Elton Prince got hurt. Like, I was a huge into Pretty Deadly. So, Kit Wilson, I'm down for. Yeah.
What British people do, we slowly
I was doing the friggin' finger wiggles and everything.
Will we see Elton Prince come back tonight, possibly? Is he
it's a neck problem.
I know his neck's really bad, but...
He's still laid up. because I was watching Chris Van Vliet asked about it, and he's like, yeah, he's had the surgery, but it's the neck fusion thing. That's going to be a long time.
So sad, man.
But no, it's probably going to be Jelly Roll, which, I'm sorry, I don't hate Jelly Roll, but I think, like, I can do without Jelly Roll for a while on wrestling TV. I'm looking at the updated SmackDown roster right now, as of today. Mm-hmm. There's 2 names that pop out because everybody's saying R-Truth is like, why are you, okay, so screw half the tag team champs. Like,
yeah, that ain't happening.
I get it, R-Truth is hilarious. I love R-Truth, have for a long time. 2 names that are popping out, like, some people said, I think it was Shady that said Gargano. I don't see it. Cardona could be a possibility.
He was used last night on SmackDown using different things, so I don't see Cardona.
So the 2 names that are popping out to me that makes sense that they have nothing going on right now, and I think the dichotomy of 3 comedies and a serious wrestler would work, is Carmelo Hayes. Plus, he had that beef with Miz, so that you could kind of work off that a little bit. And we already mentioned him only because he's probably my favorite member of SmackDown right now, and I just, once again, I don't even think he would do the face paint just to have him. I want to see Ilya come out.
That'd be interesting.
I love Ilya, and I just want to see, you got all the comedy guys, Miz is kind of like half comedy, half real, and then you get Ilya just beating the absolute dog shit out of everybody. It could work.
It would be an interesting dynamic for sure. I don't know if that's probably not the route they're going to go, but I like.
No, they're going Jelly. I would put my money on Jelly Roll.
I'm hoping that they won't go Jelly Roll because the rumors and innuendo I've heard is that Jelly Roll, very similar to what Pat McAfee's thought, was that they've been on TV and they actually like WWE. They actually like wrestling.
They're self-aware.
Unless they actually threw tons of money and went, just do it anyway. I can see Jelly Roll be like, no, I'm going to take a back seat. Because you got to remember, him and Pat McAfee got a lot of heat for WrestleMania, not because of wrestling fans, which then hurts their brand. So I can very much see those 2. Well, Pat's already done it, but Jelly Roll be like, yeah. He has not been in since, maybe doing something silly might soften it, but I can just see him be like, no, I'm leaving it for a bit. That's what I'm hoping anyway. I do hope that they go for a wrestler sort of thing. I think it would have been somebody serious until Danhausen's weird comedy skit on SmackDown. It's completely changed my mindset, being I'm building a new person. I'm doing a person who will look like Danhausen. So I don't think they're going to be serious or anything like that. I think they're going to be in the old makeup and all the garb. So it's going to have to be someone that's going to pair with him funnily, if that's a great English word. And I don't know what they're going to do, but I think we have to appreciate one thing, which is Kit Wilson's spinning elbow. Can we just appreciate that move?
That was gorgeous.
Oh, what? Where'd that come from? It was one of the nicest things I've seen on TV. Oh, loved it. Kit Wilson's awesome. Miz is awesome. Danhausen's awesome. Whoever comes in is only going to raise their profile. It will be good fun.
This is going to be either WLC, which that's always my pick of the match that should not have been as good as it was.
Yeah, absolutely.
WLC is a fantastic match, and that was a pre-show. Now I think that was the best match of that entire show.
Literally, it's so.
WLC was like not even it's because they're little people's good. No, it was. I was sitting there watching this. I'm like, holy shit, this is a great match. Or we're gonna get, and once again, I'm gonna dive into my deep knowledge. Survivor Series '93 when you had Bam Bam Bigelow, the Head Shrinkers, and somebody off the top of my head. 4 doinks. Sam already knows where I'm going with this.
Stop it.
No. It wasn't even 4 guys dressed as Doink. It was the Bushwhackers and Men on a Mission and Doink face paint with the little mask with the hair. And it was awful. So we're either getting Survivor Series 93 or we're getting WLC. There's no in between. This is going to be either really, really good or really, really bad.
You just set the bar very high and very low at the same time. So I appreciate your ability to do that because I think the most fun option here, and it has no logic whatsoever, no reasoning to it, Mr. Iguana. Give me Mr. Iguana and Danhausen.
I never thought of that. I am down for that.
Iguana in the colors of Danhausen. Like, Ayeska dresses up in the colors too. I mean, it's not going to happen. I think the most realistic one is actually CM Punk, because Punk's got nothing to do. and he's got a relationship with Danhausen, and it's a fun one-off thing just to end the feud and be done with it.
And Punk's not afraid to laugh at himself either. He's like, what was that house show? He came out to the ring in a towel and a shower cap.
Yep.
Like he doesn't do it very often, but he is not afraid to laugh at himself. So that could be.
He can work comedy roles. See, look, I knew GBH would like that because he's a big AAA guy. And I do watch AAA every week.
You bring a lot of AAA fans into Backlash too if Mr. Iguana shows up, because you know dang well people are going to be like, "Ooh, let me go check it out now that Mr. Iguana's on the screen."
What if it's Mr. Iguana, his color scheme, but the Danhausen design?
That's what I said.
Yeah, but not like it's just like instead of the red and the white and the black, just like green and black, and then you have it on what's the
Ieska.
Yeah, have little, like, with marker or, like, a little paper mask over it. Like, this is the comedy match. If you're gonna go with comedy, go all out.
Oh,
like, I love comedy wrestling.
Yeah.
I really do. If you do comedy wrestling right, it's some of my favorite stuff. Like, I love Orange Cassidy. Obviously, Danhausen works. I was a big Chikara fan at its peak. Comedy wrestling can work, but you have to commit to it.
No doubt. And they're definitely committing to comedy wrestling with Danhausen. But, this next matchup, there's not going to be any comedy aspect to it. And it's an interesting matchup because the person that really it was centered around is now no longer with the company. So Kairi Sane.
My impression of Kairi Sane.
Let's hear it. Oh. Yep. I mean, he's not wrong. That is what is happening here. So Kairi was the focal point here, I think, in this feud because Asuka was manipulating Kairi for months on end, yelling at Kairi. We have to end this feud, obviously, Tino. I think that's why we're still having this match. Are you buying into any of the rumors of the potential of them bringing Kairi back? Because I'm personally not.
I mean, I'm not, but I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, we've seen it happen before where they brought people back like that. But yeah, I mean, we talked about it earlier. This is a match that was probably supposed to be on WrestleMania. They were going to have it, and they obviously didn't. So they put it on Backlash and everything else. So I think these match will be good between the two, but I don't really know exactly who's going to win. This is the one I've been having the most trouble with all week trying to figure out because I think Io should win, but Asuka, I don't remember the last time Asuka had a big win. So I'm going to go with Asuka to win this one, but it's either way, I think it will be a good match, and we'll see how it plays out. But I think this will be the end because, as you said, what else are they going to do with Kairi gone? And, you know, unless she does show back up. And I don't know, but apparently she was supposed to go back to Japan, and that was why she left. So it wasn't like any ill will. So
Not true.
Yeah, I was going to say Kairi debunked that report.
Oh, did she? I didn't see the debunk.
But that's the thing that I keep reiterating as, Tino, you know, you catch a lot of my streams, is don't believe the shit that you see online. Like, the Fightfuls of the world, the Body Slams of the world. These are, the Meltzers of the world. They're going off of just assuming. Like, they're all guesses. That
you could guess.
We could put out. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. We could do that, too. There's a 50% chance that Kairi say, shut the fuck up. You don't know anything. You don't. Just shut up and watch the product and enjoy it because, Mike, Io Sky versus Asuka is actually going to be a very good match because these two women are incredible. So
right here's match of the night. Match of the night right here.
I agree.
Easy. Like, you look at the rest of the card. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to shit on the rest of the card. We got some great matches, wrestlers, whatever. This is easily the match of the night because this is one of the only matches that has, like, stakes in it. There's a story behind it. There's history between both wrestlers. At the risk of sounding crass, we don't need Kairi for this. You don't need her to come back. Let her go do her thing. If wherever she goes, she's gonna do well.
Yeah.
And like, when I do the blogs, I try to kind of play devil's advocate a little bit because I kind of want to piggyback off what Tino said. It's like I want Io to win. Io's my pick. Like, she's got the momentum. She's at the top of the food chain when it comes to the women's division.
No doubt.
But at the same time, Asuka needs to win because she hasn't had a big win in a long time. But, like, so if Asuka, I think Io could take a loss here. Because I don't think it's not going to hurt her too bad because she's still doing the thing with Rhea. I don't think it's going to knock her, if it knocks her down the ladder, she's not going to go that far. She's always going to be in line for title shots and main event stuff. Like, I want Io to win, but if Asuka wins, it's not going to damage Io. But if Io wins, it could damage Asuka, though. Because she hasn't had momentum, and the momentum you had to do a really cool storyline with Kairi, is gone.
Sure, but Asuka winning, I mean, at this point of her career, I don't think Asuka needs wins
No.
to be relevant. I think she's pretty much at the back end of her career. And Io Sky is somebody that's going to probably be with the company for the next 5 to 10 years. So that's the way I look at this match. I mean, like you said, though, Asuka winning would make sense, and I wouldn't be mad at it, but I think Io just needs this more at this point. Keep her at the top of the card, like you said, and Asuka... She's a veteran that doesn't get harmed, in my opinion, by losing, Sam.
And she's got enough like stuff that she does outside of wrestling that she's fine.
Oh yeah, she's a very relevant name in the pro wrestling world.
And
But
then
Sam,
she
how do you
has
feel about
like
this match?
multiple avenues of things she does outside of wrestling, like in America and Japan. Like she's, this is not. If she decides to walk off, she's not going to be hurting. She's fine. She has.
If Io wins, you got to book her against Rhea next. Sam, do you think that's a possibility?
Not next month. We're on the different shows. I disagree so heavily that Kyrie doesn't need to be involved in this match. First of all, could you imagine? Let's take it back. It's the Royal Rumble 2023. Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns has been booked for the world title, and they released Sami Zayn 2 weeks prior. No one cared. No one cared about the Roman Reigns Kevin Owens match, even though we know it's going to be good because it's two great people. The thing that was happening was Sami Zayn. As much as Io and Asuka are great wrestlers, and as much as they have a little bit of a history and storyline, the reason they were feuding, the reason they were angry is Io was trying to convince Kyrie to go away. So now it's like, go. Okay, she got away. She's by being fired for no reason whatsoever. Now what? This is literally just a tie-up of a loose end match. They're two very talented people. They're going to get 10 minutes because that's how it works.
That much time?
At most. Asuka's not winning this because she's a 40-odd-year-old veteran and heel, and they don't win in WWE. Heels don't win unless they have people on the outside, and Asuka has no one on the outside. So unless somebody is debuting and forming a new alliance with Asuka, no. So Io is going to win comfortably because the big babyface always wins. I don't know how we're not realizing this from a Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre has demonstrated this for years and years and years. That unless there's interference, the heel doesn't win.
It's funny you bring that up, Sam, because the babyface does always win in WWE. And when I made the pick on this next match, a lot of people were shaking their heads at me. Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins. We know that this probably was scheduled for WrestleMania. They had to pivot because of Braun's injury. Seth faces off Gunther. We're here now regardless, here at Backlash. I think this is a long-term feud that is not just going to be one match at Backlash and then we're done. They're going to stretch this like they always do in WWE. You guys know how it goes. Triple H loves his long-term storytelling. Seth Rollins is going to win tonight. Seth Rollins is starting off this feud with a win because the story that you could tell going forward is that Braun Breaker is still so young, still inexperienced, and still hasn't figured it all out quite yet. Because that's just the WWE way. I'm not saying it's what I want, people. I'm not saying that Braun shouldn't win, because trust me, if I had to pick, I'd say Braun should win. But I know how the WWE works. Seth Rollins is going to win this match, Sam. What about you?
If Braun wins, that's just the end of the feud. That's it, done. Braun then has to move on, because why would he want to stick around with Seth? And Seth will look like a whiny babyface going, I still want to face. The story is, Seth keeps going, you're too young, you needed me. You needed my guidance, all that rubbish that he's spouting. Braun's going to make a mistake. I hope they're going to go for a cool ending, which is Braun goes to the spear and Seth stomps him. I think that'd be a really cool way of doing it. I think Seth comfortably wins this because I think they're trying to get this to SummerSlam. Yeah. I really do think they're going to, because SummerSlam's not as far as people think it actually is.
Beginning of August.
It's less than 3 months away.
Correct.
We're talking like 11 weeks away. So it's closer than people realize. You can skip pay-per-views. Yes, that is too long, but Triple H makes things go too long. And for you to make if a feud ever goes long, the person who wins the first match is either the heel because you're trying to give the babyface the big win at the end, or it's the babyface wins because you're trying to elevate the heel.
Correct.
In this case, this is a elevate the heel storyline to get Braun be quite big so that when Braun has a big win, let's say SummerSlam, because they'll skip him at Night of Champions and then there's no pay-per-view in July. There won't be a show in July because SummerSlam is the beginning
Yeah,
of August.
SummerSlam's literally August 1st.
Literally August 1st.
Yeah.
So, like, they can probably skip it because it's Night of Champions is King of the Rings and stuff. So they'll skip that. They won't have a match at Clash. They might have a match at Clash to make it a dead rubber at SummerSlam. So this is to build Braun up so that he might even be pushing towards main event of WrestleMania
Next
or
year.
going for the title at WrestleMania next year, maybe even win the Royal Rumble potentially. So Seth has to win that to get to that point. So if you're going to fantasy book, that's the thing. Plus, it makes the most sense. If Braun wins, that's it. That's done. It's the end.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw Pluggo's predictions. They were posted on our socials. He was adamant on Braun Breaker winning, but I'm with you, Sam. I think it's Seth Rollins' night. So, Tino, I got to ask you, where's your head at for this match?
I mean, you guys have definitely been convincing me with the Seth because I do think that they're going to lead up for Braun to get a big win at a SummerSlam and stuff like that. But I think there's one person that we have not mentioned that could very well show up here, and that's Bronson Reed. We haven't seen him in a while, you know, and stuff like that. So he's somebody that could show up, and I'm just going to throw it out there just because what if Bronson comes back and possibly helps Seth somehow, some way? I don't think
if Bronson wins, that does modify it because it means Seth then has something to complain about. That's the key to that. If it's just a straight match, no interference, Seth wins, even if there's like cheating or whatever. If Bronson does return, then yes, Braun gets the win because then Seth has a reason to keep the feud going. So you're absolutely right. That if Bronson returns, then yes, I can see that switching. If Bronson's not fit yet, I actually don't know what the timeline on Bronson's injury. I didn't think it was going to be that bad, so I assume he's not far away. Would be my guess. He's a big dude. Big dudes take a long time to recover. That's a lot of weight to sort out. But if Bronson returns, then you're right. Braun wins, but that gives the reason to carry on what me and Carl are saying, getting there to the main match at SummerSlam. It still works then. So you're absolutely right.
Well, exactly, and that's the thing. And I always like to say, just throw it out there because you really never know. And I feel like the last 3-4 years in Backlash, we've had a return a lot. So I feel like we could be something like that. So with this match, I feel like that's going to happen. But I think you guys are right with Seth winning and then them leading up to Braun getting the big win at SummerSlam because then they could catapult him all the way up to next year's build for WrestleMania and possibly have him have a big match because he, like you guys said, this was supposed to happen. He was probably supposed to have a bigger feud with Seth, but injuries and stuff happened. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, Seth probably wins this, and then we get to SummerSlam somehow. And it's crazy you said that it's only 11 weeks away. I didn't even think about that because you're absolutely right.
It's coming up quick. And by the way, I've mentioned it. We got a large Airbnb, boys. So if you want to make the trip to Minneapolis, we got room for you. Come on in. But this match, like you said, was supposed to happen at WrestleMania. But instead, it's now happening. It should be a really good one on ESPN2 in the first hour to kick things off. But Mike, where are you at for this one?
I'm same with everybody else. Now, like when I had wrote it in the blog, if this match happened at WrestleMania, I 100% would thought Braun would have won it at WrestleMania. That would have been his moment to move up. That was going to be the moment people would look back on and say that was the moment that made Braun Breaker the main event guy. Now that it's Backlash, you kind of do have to give it to Seth because he's coming back. It's the whole, I'm a newly made babyface coming back from injury. The people that were with me are now against me. Like, it's a storyline that's been told ad nauseum for decades. You're obviously still going to build Braun Breaker. They've said for the entirety he's been on the Reign roster, Braun Breaker's going to be one of the guys. 100%. So, and this was my, I kind of agree with Sam on the whole thing. It's like, Seth wins here, you build it towards SummerSlam, you give the big win at SummerSlam to Braun. It's not as big of a deal that beating somebody like a Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
But it's still a big win.
It's still the number 2 pay-per-view of the company. You can still elevate that, put him in there. Like, I see him winning the title by this time next year. Like, it's time for him. He's proven that he can. And then, obviously, they just interviewed his cousin, who just got drafted by the Saints. Mm-hmm. He basically, he's in the NIL deal with the WWE, so whenever that, whenever he finishes his career, you're going to see him back in there, so I don't imagine seeing that.
Yeah,
you know,
Braun Breaker
sometime
is
in the
a bona
future.
fide
Like,
superstar in the making. It's just you got to pick and choose what's the right time, and I really don't think this is the right time. And it seems like we're all on the same page here. But I see a lot of discourse online. Braun Breaker has to win, but I think a lot of people and a lot of fans just think with their heart and not with their mind, not what the long-term goal is.
Just
right?
IWC noise, that is. The older guy beats the younger guy. Oh, they're keeping him
He's being buried. Yeah.
Boring.
It's like
boring,
we forget
boring,
Seth
boring.
Rollins is one of the best professional wrestlers on the planet today.
Can I just say one
is.
thing about this feud, though? I genuinely believe this is the best thing that's actually happening on WWE TV right now. I really am
Not the
actually
gingerbread
enjoying it.
man?
'Cause- Pardon?
Not the gingerbread man?
No, I will get to that in a minute. The reason I say this is one, people will know I am not a fan of Seth from a character perspective. I
with
think
you there.
particularly as a babyface, he's an awful character. Every time he gets put in the mid card, everyone goes, "Wow, he's awesome! He's one of the best wrestlers. He's having these great Intercontinental Championship matches or United States. Let's get him back in the main event." And they go, "Oh, okay, we'll put him back in the main event." And everyone goes, "Oh yeah, he can't cut a proper promo. Oh yeah, he's really irritating. Oh yeah."
He's a revolutionary.
bye, bitch.
Oh, it's so annoying. However, this more serious way is so much more interesting for Seth. Like, do you remember? I'm going to go really left field. Do you remember when he was having the feud with Riddle? And it was the newest time when he was doing the whole silly gimmick for the first time.
That
And
was
he had
like post-Messiah,
interview
right?
split screen. And they went to the advert break, and then Seth at the advert break that they showed was like, "Hey, Riddle," and started talking really seriously. That's
Yeah.
the best stuff Seth does, and that's what he's doing at the moment. And he's got rid of all the stupid costumes. He's got a black suit, which I think looks really good. I think Braun's doing really well because his promo work is a little bit up and down, but I think it's been really good. This feels really hot right now. It actually feels like the most interesting thing that hasn't got many negatives around it. It actually feels like a pay-per-view ready match. It feels cooked. It feels like we're ready to take it out of the oven. All the other ones are either leftovers or need more time to bake. And we'll get to one of those, I assume.
I was going to say,
at
the main
end.
event, I think, is somewhat getting there. But yeah, we'll save that for the very end.
To be fair, they're also, like, I set the Vision, Paul Heyman, like, I'll do anything Paul Heyman touches, I'm down for. There's honestly...
Right back.
Curtis
Okay,
Axel.
almost. That Pringles, that Ruffles eating, bitch.
Right, Axel?
Yeah. Hey, half of that was fun.
I agree, actually.
I honestly, I might be because I'm a Mr. Perfect fan, but Curtis Axel got shafted. That's a hot take. He got screwed.
Isn't he still in the Royal Rumble? Isn't he the one?
He might still be in it for like 15 years now, I think. I think
crazy.
he has the record.
Yeah.
I am sick and tired of that bullshit. It's-
Actually, Maven.
Fuck off.
Maven hasn't been eliminated yet.
he did
Oh, that's right,
enter. Eric Rowan
Maven
entered,
got
and he
beat up
has
by
been
The
over a
Undertaker,
top
so
rope
Maven's
since.
been in it for 25 years.
Jesus
It's like, what,
Christ.
like 25 years Maven's been in the Rumble?
So,
Oh,
Maven versus Curtis
no,
Axel.
no, stop it. No, Maven got eliminated from that Royal Rumble. Undertaker threw Maven over the top rope. Let's make this clear. People have not watched this match properly. I don't know. Undertaker threw him through the ropes, took out Scotty 2 Hotty, threw him back in, and threw him over the top rope. Maven got eliminated. Sorry, it was my first ever Royal Rumble. I know
Hey,
inside
guys,
out. Sorry.
Maven-
Dino,
here.
you really triggered Sam there. God,
Wow!
Wait,
No,
hang
but-
on. Do you want to know how triggered I am? Genuinely, this is how triggered I am.
Hi, guys. Nate, Test never made it either. Mick Foley took his spot. Oh,
I've got a picture of it.
oh my.
this is going on TikTok.
Look
That
what
is
you did,
Maven
Tino.
going over the top rope at the Royal Rumble 2002.
Well, let's go back
But-
to Curtis Axel.
You know,
Okay, but
no.
still, okay. I would actually pick Curtis Axel over Maven. No offense to Maven, I like Maven. But my
Hey,
problem,
Maven
and
here.
I like Maven. His theme song actually kind of was awesome too. The problem is with WWE right now, and I mean, there's a multitude of problems.
was
We don't
gonna
have
say.
enough time, and I want to save my energy. I'm going to go see Mortal Kombat when we're done with this, so I want to save my energy.
What do you
There's-
do in the cinema?
I'm the reason it's still open. I pay for my.
He's in the
I pay
back
the
row
monthly
just
fee.
cranking it.
Doing bench presses while watching the movie.
I mean,
Oh, hey now.
Oh, okay. Listen here, guy.
but no, my thing is like there's no good storylines to make me want to keep watching. Like the Vision.
good storylines, Mike. I got this
Time for the
graphic right
Oh,
here.
if I want to watch a dead gingerbread man, I will watch the Gary Busey horror classic, The Ginger Dead Man.
No, if you want to watch the Gingerbread Man, watch Sam's on Wrestling.
No, I'd rather watch The Ginger Dead Man.
This feud is the most offensive feud in wrestling today. I am sorry, this is disgraceful. It should have been took off the air. I don't know what the USA Network are doing. I find this abhorrent. I find this disgusting. I don't think it's disgraceful behavior, and I think WWE should be ashamed of doing this. End of the one, it'd be a crime. I don't know how we'd get away with it.
Pip pip.
Bastards.
Am I the only one that's kind of enjoying it?
No,
Yeah, I actually love
yes.
it. Great.
Okay, I was gonna say because I thought last night's execution on that final segment was fantastic. Little Yachty just doing the Undertaker with the gingerbread costume on was fantastic.
It
I mean,
main evented SmackDown.
that's tough.
It main
The
evented SmackDown.
go home backlash segment was the funeral of a gingerbread man.
Okay,
People.
but I don't know what was better, that or all the stuff throughout the show where the gingerbread man was at John Cena winning WrestleMania, he was at Undertaker's streak,
He was
all
reacting
AI.
to WWE show streams.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
he
Oh,
Oh,
got
no,
copyright.
he used to be a YouTuber, and then
Yeah.
he's going
He
to be
got
on the
fun-
program now.
They
Oh,
blocked
he's
him
part
on
of
YouTube,
Fightful.
so they just hired him as like, we're sorry we blocked your YouTube channel. Have
They're
a
getting
job.
rid of, man.
We
they're-
used your reaction. Thanks for us to steal your reaction. Now piss off for the rest of the time.
So we're gonna have our, we're gonna bake some gingerbread cookies in honor of the gingerbread man tonight for Backlash. But with all that being said, there is a match that is happening amongst all of this, and
Yeah.
Trick Williams and Sami Zayn's continuing on, Tino, it seems. Trick obviously won the title at WrestleMania. It wasn't that long of a match, so what are you expecting here tonight, Tino?
I mean, there shouldn't be any other way this ends besides Mr. Whoop That Trick retaining the United States champion. and
Let's talk
continuing
about it.
Like, literally, let's talk about it. I thought yesterday it was kind of funny, too. Did you guys notice he poured milk into the cup and then drank it? I was like, that's fantastic stuff. But, yeah, I mean, I think Trick's got to win. He's got to continue his streak. And I don't know about you guys, but the way they've been building, I know, Kyle, you'll love this. The way they've been building these NXT people the last, 2 months of coming up with the Fatal Influence, Javon, Trick, Oba. I've loved it. This is exactly how it always should have been. So, Trick's going to continue to win. I think Sammy will go on and do other things, but I don't know. I want to see Trick go on to face some other people
Trick Mello?
besides Sami Zayn. Yeah, again, let's do it. Me and you have been talking about this for a while.
Trying
they just take the pictures and the clips from NXT. There you go. You got a whole storyline built. Ta-da.
Bring it up
So,
to the main roster. We even say the same thing on the night shift. Once Zarya gets called up to the main roster, run back Zaruka. Run it back because that was some great stuff that they were doing in NXT. But Mike, how you feel about this match? Obviously, this is a matchup that not a lot of people are excited about going into.
And that honestly is a travesty because both these guys that are officially in the match, stereo mascots aside, are very good. Like on paper, and we saw it at WrestleMania, on paper, this is a good match. These guys are very talented. And it's being overshadowed by stupid shit. And I saw a quote, I don't remember who said it. I think I saw it on Twitter somewhere. The whole gingerbread segment last night was basically TKO threatening either you do what we say or we're going to replace you with celebrities and cereal mascots.
I mean, he's not.
I can't. You lost the fucking New Day.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on that. But honestly, the only correct answer is we need a little sprinkle of ginger on the lemon pepper steppers. So, which by the way, I lemon pepper steppers is an awesome catchphrase.
It is.
But Trick Williams has to win this, or this whole thing that you're building the whole Little Yachty, the gingerbread. If he loses, you just did 2 months of work for absolutely nothing, and now we're back to before that. He has to win.
Yeah,
Sammy's needs. They need to do something. But here's the thing: where do you go with Sammy?
You have to commit to just turning him heel at this point because the crowd's already treating him like a heel.
But where does he go from there? He's obviously not
Cody, he's been in Cody's ear for months.
He's got Gunther now. Spoiler alert from last night.
Yeah, no, true.
The favor got cashed in. He's got Gunther at Clash.
Yeah.
So,
Which I think Gunther could beat Cody at Clash.
Yeah. So if Gunther wins, Sammy's not getting a title shot. You're not going
Well,
to do
he
heel
could
versus
as a
heel.
babyface. He could if
I mean,
he.
they
But if
run
you're
back
already in the
to
process of
WrestleMania.
turning him heel, why would you turn him face just for him to lose to Gunther?
I don't know if they're in the process of turning him heel because he even
They
went
might
out
as
there
well.
on the interview. Yeah, well, I agree. Trust me, 100%. Because
So-
the fans want to cheer Trick Williams. They want to boo Sami Zayn. It's right there in front of you.
Here's the thing. The feud ends tonight.
100%.
Trick wins.
Yeah.
I think the gingerbread man thing could go away after this. Like, Little Yachty, I guess Little Yachty's saying, yeah, I'll stay. He wants to stay and do manager stuff. Cool, great, whatever. I'm indifferent. Sammy's in limbo. Where do you go from here with Sammy? He has nothing. The friggin' they're rehashing the bloodline for the 87th time on Raw, which I think is stupid. You got Timu bloodline on SmackDown, who's not doing absolutely jack squat right now. They're getting half of that. One of their guys just got released. Tama or Tafa or Taffy or
Tongaloa. Yeah, the infamous
what-
Tongaloa.
something. Like, there's no. Honestly, I hate to say this. There's nothing. Because we don't know when Kevin Owens is coming back. He's doing LFG right now. We don't know what his situation with his neck is. There's honestly, after this feud, there's nothing for Sammy.
And that's what they're going to have to try to figure out because obviously he's not. I don't think he's winning this match. It wouldn't
No.
make much sense. It would kill a lot of Trick's momentum. But, Sam, is there anything on the top of your head that Sammy could do right after this feud?
I've got so many things. One, I don't like the what can they do? Like, isn't that the same for every person when they finish a feud? Isn't there always an element of, well, what are they going to do next? Who are they going to take on next? You can say that about everyone. All you have to do is have someone walk out, insult them, and then you've started a new feud. Or have coffee spilled on them, and that starts a 6-month feud between Jericho and Kane. So you never know what starts a new feud. Like Cody could have a feud with Sami Zayn, and it doesn't have to be for the WWE title. It could be all about jealousy and you getting the opportunity that they had months ago. I have so many issues with this match, apart from the abhorrent nature of use of my people. So the first thing that I have is, if you were watching WrestleMania and you were annoyed that you've seen Hulk Hogan for the 15th time, at what point would you turn to your friend and go, so what match are they going to rematch at Backlash? Which one do you reckon they're going to pick out of these 13? I think very low down on the list was Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. And then they decide to carry on. Why Sami gets another shot, I don't know. But then, this is a mess because Trick is a heel. He is acting solely as a heel. It doesn't matter if the crowd are cheering him. If he does become a babyface, that will just ruin him. It'll be one of the worst things that will happen to him because he's only just turned up. You need to build that heelness, and then everyone will be desperate to cheer you. It's just because he's got a cool thing going, whoop that Trick, and he's saying fun things.
Crowd engagement, yeah.
Crowd like that stuff. He needs to be a heel. Just because the crowd are on board doesn't mean he has to turn. Sami Zayn is a heel, and he is actually a heel. He's turned without turning because he is acting that way. So this isn't he's a babyface. No, he's a heel, which makes this a mess because it's two heels, and it makes you pick Trick Williams. So unless they are planning a double turn, this whole thing is a mess. And the reason we know they're not doing a double turn is because it hasn't really happened. Everyone goes, Stone Cold Bret Hart happened at WrestleMania 30. No, it didn't. It happened about 2 weeks prior.
Well,
and
that's
they
what
just
I thought happened
solidified
at
it on the show.
WrestleMania this year is that they did the double turn, but they really didn't when we followed up on the last couple weeks.
Yeah, so with this, it's just, I don't care. I think this is more obvious than the Danhausen match, personally, in terms of a result. I think it's just I think the best thing that can happen out of this is Trick wins and Sami attacks him at the end of the match, solidifying his heelness, as it were. I think that's the best thing that you can get as an outcome, because at least there is a reason the match happens, other than to give Trick another win against Sami Zayn. Why this isn't a triple threat with Carmelo Hayes, I do not know, because then at least that adds an extra wrinkle, a new thing that makes it different to WrestleMania. My biggest issue, I've already seen it.
True.
When you were watching Becky at AJ at WrestleMania, did you really care? No, you'd seen it at Elimination Chamber. They didn't add a stipulation. They didn't add an extra layer. It was just a shorter match in the middle of a card rather than being one of the focal matches, and they got 15 or whatever minutes at Elimination Chamber. No one cares about this match. The gingerbread stuff, though hilarious last night, I will give it. I actually thought it was hilarious.
Last night, yeah.
The weeks prior were stupid and awful. They've minorly done a little rescue job last night. I'll give them that. I did enjoy the funeral stuff because I think they realized it was so stupid they made it stupid, which is what helped. They went, You think this is stupid? Here's stupid.
Yeah.
And that helped. But
You know,
they
and Sam
weren't
makes a
treating
good-
it as stupid. They were treating it as a Sami Zayn insult beforehand, which is really, really, really lame. And it sucks, and I hate it, and I want it to go away. And I want Trick to have a real feud where he does some wrestling because he's really good at the wrestling.
Sorry, I hadn't done it in a while, so.
No,
Sorry.
I wanted to
I hate
touch.
this feud.
I wanted to touch real quick on they talk about how Sam's getting all this disrespect. I didn't know Sam was Canadian.
How dare you? My ginger people.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
and-
that was
And Sam makes a good
I didn't
point,
think it
too.
could be that. I thought you look Canadian. I'm sorry.
How? Well, because I'm polite. Because I'm not an asshole like you three. Is that what it is?
Oh, me being an asshole is not because I'm American. I'm just an asshole in general. Ask
No,
anybody.
it's in your bloodline.
Mike, it's all your fault.
So, I see what you did there.
That's a wrestling
Talk
reference.
about a segue.
What a segue here to
I saw your
Bloodline
flash. I was
warfare.
ready to go.
Yeah.
I host my own show, you know.
Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu one-on-one for the World Heavyweight title, the title that Roman used to make fun of, the title that they brought in because nobody could beat Roman Reigns. Well, Roman's the man that's holding that strap now. And to everybody that has the reports out there that's saying that Roman Reigns might be leaving for June, you could fuck right off with that. Once again, that's not true. I'm not taking that with any grain of salt. It's going to just be Roman Reigns retaining. I know that's unfortunate for a lot of people because a lot of us probably want Jacob Fatu to win. That's not taking anything away from Jacob Fatu because the way that they've built up Jacob Fatu over the past year has been really good. Like, he legitimately feels like a main event superstar. He can carry himself on the microphone. He's got a catchphrase. The crowd reacts to him every single week. He's a main eventer. It's just way too soon. Roman just won the title. If you were going to have Jacob Fatu win at Backlash, you should have just had CM Punk retain against Roman and had Fatu beat Punk instead. Fatu is not beating Roman Reigns, in my opinion. Mike, what about you? What do you think for this main event?
Yeah, like, rumors aside, I did pick Roman for this, and besides, if he's gonna leave for Hollywood or do stuff, Street Fighter doesn't come out till October. We're good till October. Like, because I don't know with the like, there's so many rumors and innuendos. It kind of sucks because you don't know what the hell to think. Like, there was the rumor that because he's gonna be out, because he's not allegedly scheduled for the Saudi show in June.
That's it. That's all it is. He doesn't want to go to Saudi, and you do blame him with everything that's happening right now.
No,
He's
I
just
don't
said, I'm
blame
not
him.
going to Saudi, so therefore,
And
what's the point of booking him for June? Don't need
Plus,
to.
it's like, I'm Roman Reigns. What the hell are you gonna do to me?
Yeah, that's all it is. That's
Like,
literally all it is.
and once again, it sucks because all of this stupid rumor, bullshit, clickbait, whatever, is overshadowing what should be a great match.
Yes.
Roman Reigns is really... He's at a point in his career now where he can do whatever the hell he wants. We're happy with that. We showed it. He had the best match at WrestleMania this year.
That was one of the
Not
best
even close.
WrestleMania main events of all time.
Yeah. Which they already screwed over because they've already dubbed over CM Punk's entrance music. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw that.
They can never take it away from me. I was there and I heard it in person.
Yeah,
It's all right.
no. I heard it at an ROH show. He didn't come out. They just put it in intermission, but I actually have heard it at... They also played Final Countdown, too. But,
Hell yeah.
we were talking about Braun Breaker earlier.
Yeah.
He's ready. Give him the belt, strap the belt on him, send him up. Jacob's a future world champion. Technically, he was a former House of Glory world champion. Shout out to the House of Glory. But there's still there's that one final puzzle piece that's I don't think is there yet. Like, the crowd loves him. He's fantastic. I've been watching him since MLW. This guy is money. There's just, you got Roman, you got Punk, you got Seth, you got Breaker, you got like all these guys at the top right now.
I can tell you what he's missing.
What's that?
You said he can hold himself on the mic. That's not
Yeah.
what a main eventer does.
Nope.
A main event doesn't hold themselves on the mic. What he's missing is being able to put himself into his promos because he's been given a script and he can't read a script and it be in his own voice. He has such a unique voice and a unique way of talking, and I mean that by the way his language he uses,
How he was
as
raised,
well as
yeah.
his cadence. So the way he actually says the words, as well as the actual words that come out of his mouth. You can't script that. And the problem is they scripted him because I don't know if they don't trust him yet or whatever. And he's delivering. So everyone gets on board when he does his catchphrase because that's him. And they get on board when he's doing that because he can commit to that. But he's not committing to doing the microphone stuff because it doesn't quite resonate with himself yet. If he can just speak for himself or bullet point, he gets bullet points, I think that will help him up. But at the moment, he's being given the script and it doesn't quite work in how he talks. He's so unique. He's so different. No one speaks like him. You know, same for Becky Lynch. When Becky Lynch had scripted promos, she sucked. The minute she got to talk like herself, and she got to be essentially her, she suddenly can cut really good promos.
Roman.
Right? And literally, Roman is the other example I was going to get to. And then you go, well, who else did it suffer? Roman can't cut a script in because he's talked so differently to everyone else. Also, Roman's done acting classes, which I think is another thing that Jacob could do. I think a few people really need to learn. I'm a professional actor, and you can see when people are wrestlers and when people have been trained in the acting bit. You can do promo classes all you want. That's not the same. And that's what Jacob is missing. I don't know if Roman's winning. I think Roman is retaining. I can see this not having a finish.
Shenanigans
really
with the
can.
Usos.
I don't know. I hope it's not the Usos. I hope it's a big crash bang through a thing, everyone, and they don't move and don't get up type thing.
Gotcha.
Rather than just the Usos getting involved. I think that'd be really lame. I hope it's a neither man could get up because they destroyed themselves. Because Roman is scheduled for Clash, as far as I'm aware. Which you're not going to have him start a new feud, but then again, they did this one with 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So you'd assume that would go that far. So
Well, we already
I can see
know
this
what might
either
be the
being
main
cheating
event,
Roman.
too.
I can see it being cheating Roman, or it just ends in a big schmoz, no winner, and then we can do some sort of stipulation match, cage, last man standing is what I'm thinking it might be at Clash in Italy. That's what I think might happen here. I've got just Roman defending, retaining. MFTs could also be involved in this. I mean, they're kind of loosely in and around there. It could
they
just be
teased
one
it last
giant
night.
thing. Who knows?
Yeah, they teased it last night, pretty much that the Usos are going to get involved, the MFTs might. It's going to be bloodline warfare again, and it's kind of going off of what Mike was saying earlier. It does, in a way, kind of feel like a rehash of sorts of what they were doing years ago, and it did work years ago, but you're going to have to give us something different. Like, I know right now this is just beginning, the Roman Reigns and Fatu stuff, so I'm willing to give it a chance, but just please make this different than what we saw a few years ago. But Tino, we haven't got your opinion yet on this main event here. What are you thinking here?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you guys. I mean, I think that, and Sam especially, I think we could definitely see some type of shenanigans where Roman retains and doesn't win, because we do see a bunch of bloodline shenanigans and everything else like that. And with them releasing the few guys they did from the bloodline, what if like Zilla shows up or something like that? I don't know. I just keep throwing out people returning just because. So, I mean, with it being in pot, I think this is the main event, right, of the show?
Yeah, it's
right?
got to be the main event,
So,
yeah.
I feel like they could very well do something like that. But what Sam said is having them end the show just laid out and everything else would be really cool, and a way to kind of leave a cliffhanger to be like, okay, well, what's next and where is this leading to have a stipulation at Clash or wherever they go. But yeah, I would love to see Jacob win. I think it'd be great. I've loved everything he's been doing, but I don't know if, and I don't think Roman is going to lose, because there's also been reports that Bronson is one of Roman's opponents during this run.
Roman's not losing this until at least SummerSlam.
Yeah. So
I think he loses to Oba at SummerSlam.
I think that's the biggest
that's
thing
everyone's
that
pick.
Yeah.
is about some of these matches. Sometimes, like when they do have matches like this, it's like we know the superstars aren't going to win, even though we want them to win so bad. We just we know it's not going to happen. So Jacob will probably put on a good performance and everything, but I think Great Brown Hope said it in there. Didn't he say like the Bloodline Avengers games or something like that? So
much, yeah.
That's what I feel like it very well could be, and they got, I don't know. So yeah, I'm just gonna take Roman to win, and Jacob puts on a good performance.
GBH also says the Usos and MFT are all getting involved. Roman takes out the MFTs, Fatu takes out the Usos, Royce Keys interferes. Okay. Well, there's some storyline continuity there, since Royce
With the
Keys
MFTs,
is kind of
true.
involved with the MFTs. But I tell you this, I know we were pretty much negative for the most part for a lot of these matches, but Who knows? Maybe they will surprise us, and it will be an entertaining show tonight. It's starting earlier, guys. I know PLEs typically start at like 7 p.m. Eastern. It's happening at 6 p.m. Eastern tonight, so that's 5 o'clock. Hey, earlier for you, Sam. You gonna stay up?
Yay! I can watch the show.
Yeah, you'll be live for it. Hell yeah! So before we go, Sam, will go in order down the line. Why don't you tell everybody what you got coming up next week and where they can find you at?
Well, firstly, you can find me at Sam's on Wrestling on YouTube, on TikTok. On TikTok, we do loads of TikTok lives where it's mainly challenge me at wrestling trivia, mainly WWE trivia. You throw questions in, and I try and answer it. You can also find me at X at Sam's on Wrestling. On YouTube this week, tomorrow is a Sam versus Sam episode. It's a brand new game. We're playing WWE Battleships.
Oh,
That's what we're doing. So it's like normal Battleships, like A1, but instead of it being A, it might be Royal Rumble winner. And it might not be one, it might be Intercontinental Champion. And there'll be a wheel spun, and you have to try and match it up and get a full house. So we're doing that. We'll have a Backlash review. I've got Lolly Holland guesting to be during my Backlash review, as well as we've got a top 10 on our favorite match types, because over a year ago, we did our worst match types. Obviously, I think everyone knows what the worst match type in history is. It's some sort of Punjabi prison match. So we're going to do our favorite ones. And we've got a lockbox sent by content creators. And I can tell you now that The Undertaker makes an appearance in our lockbox, which is a thing. And Brie Bella and Nikki Bella also make an appearance. And the lockbox, if anyone doesn't know, is things we want to get rid of or wish could change in wrestling. And there's a lot of discussion on those three. So come and join us. Sam's on Wrestling this week. Those are all our videos we've got this week.
at Backlash. Does he want it one more time? At Backlash. There you go, Jay Gold. Tino, what you got coming up? You're going to be live tonight, aren't you?
Well, of course, as usual. You know where to find me always, YouTube. Tino's Time will be live for the show. And Kyle, thank God you told me that, because I didn't know the show started earlier. I was just looking to see what time, because I had it set for 6 o'clock. So thank you for that. So yeah, come and join us about an hour before the main show starts. We'll stay for the pre-show, main show, and the post-show. So come and hang out. I appreciate you guys always coming and having me on these.
Yep, make sure you check out Tino on this channel. He's live for Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown, and subscribe over to his channel so you can check all of the other content that he has coming out. Mike, what's going on with you guys? I know you got a new blog that came out for Backlash.
Yeah, we have a new group log. We have our schedule. I want to say we have 6 or 7 blogs set up for just for May. No.
No.
You did it. You said it.
No.
No. You got me and Sam to agree on something, so you know you screwed up. No, but we're doing TNA, I think we're doing an AEW, we're doing at least one Warrior Show blog.
Oh yeah, that's next week.
Yeah, so we got that going on. Probably tonight, I'm going to start episode 6 of JCW Lunacy Legacy. I started from the first episode, and I'm reviewing them episode by episode. So that's coming up here soon. I'm going to have my 3rd Memphis article come in after that. I'm going to try to get both those done this month.
Hell yeah.
I have not 1, not 2, 3 separate appearances for the marathon, plus the roast.
Oh, the roast is canceled now. Breaking news.
Oh, okay. Well, then 3. We can roast Kyle. We'll do bull jokes for an hour.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you got anything else on me, so good luck.
Oh, no.
Give me
Remember,
20
I'm the
minutes.
asshole in the group.
Give me 20 minutes.
Yeah. No, but I'm doing Glow at 3 o'clock, and we're watching actual episodes of Glow at 3 o'clock in the morning for the marathon.
Yeah, that's a
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
women's wrestling. Come on, Tino, you
I know,
sexist.
Not the Netflix show, the actual good Glow.
I was like, what do you want?
I think we're going over time, so come on.
But yeah, and then I got, the Blog Word Order, we do the group project. It's our non-wrestling YouTube channel. I just popped up. I'm playing every Assassin's Creed in the chronological order. I just did episode 6 of the first game, so...
I love it.
It's more exciting than the White Sox.
Listen, whoa.
He's paying attention
Don't
now.
get me started. We are.
But
10 games
paperclip
better
Mike
than last
everywhere.
year.
I'm
you know where to
British.
find it.
American sports are boring. Bye.
Hey guys,
Listen here. We could go. I'll let Kyle
this is
finish.
my sign to wrap up the stream. As you can tell, I've done a few of these streams before. So before we do, guys, to keep up with everything main event, make sure you're following us on X, on IG, on TikTok, at main event underscore net to keep up with what we're doing. We have daily uploads here at the Main Event Wrestling Network, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. I did say something for this episode that if we had somebody that was engaging, active in the chats, that they would win a free kayfabe coffee mug. I know it's kind of cheating, but to be honest with you, he was the only one in the chat, so I am going to say that the MVP of tonight's show, or today's show,
Rigged.
is the Great Brown Hope. So GBH, if you want a kayfabe coffee mug, I will give you a kayfabe coffee mug. But that just goes to show you the strangers could have showed up and got a free piece of merch, and nobody showed up. What are we doing here, folks? Come on.
Rigged.
Let's fucking go. See, he's pumped. There we go. And I hope you guys are pumped because we got Backlash tonight. We're going to be talking about it next week, so make sure you follow us at main event underscore net, and we'll catch you on Main Event Mixer episode number 50. Can't believe it. We're going to be doing 50 episodes of the Mixer hopefully soon. So stay tuned, and we'll catch you there. See you later, guys.
What up, though? You already know what it is. Best in the world, aka The Problem. Isaiah Broner. And you watching the Main Event Wrestling Network.